Hello everybody, I have a really fun video to share with you today. It is our curriculum haul. We're with a charter school that provides funding for educational material and classes, and all the stuff that you see here we purchase with our funding through our charter school. And if you want more information on the different homeschool options for the state of California, you can check out my website at pepperandpine.com under the blog post School Options for California, because I will have more information there. All right, let's take a closer look at what we got. Okay, so we got 2 laptops. All right, here you go. And a Mac. Cool. All right, I had to do those first so that the kids could take their stuff and be off. And while we're here, this was hand-me-down from a friend. So these building blocks are a lot of fun. My kids started building these things right away with them. And then this has 3 different science kits. So this one has freshwater filter, so it comes with all the stuff that you need in order to do these experiments. And then there's also Robo Hand. That's part of the blender, so that's going to be fun to go through. And then Quake Safe. Oopsies. Oh, that looks like a lot of fun too. So it's great having friends who are also in the same school that we're in, because then we can share curriculum that we are no longer using. So this is definitely a nice perk. And I typically do science in the spring, so we'll save that for the spring. Okay, so in this box we have a lot of the math workbooks that we use. This is Key to Curriculum, and so it comes with that particular curriculum comes with geometry and algebra, fractions, measurement, algebra's in here, and at the bottom are decimals and probably percents are in there too. So these are the ones that we use as part of our curriculum, and then we also have whatever hand-me-down workbooks that are for math for other parts of our daily proficiency work for math. Alright, so this our teacher picked up for us from the Resource Center as well. And it is a telescope, and I am super excited. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing. Oh, wow. That is going to be so much better than the broken tiny telescope that we have. I cannot wait to figure out how to use this and set it up. So that is going to be so much fun. Okay, so it's really well packed in here. I'm going to take all of this out later and show you guys. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open up the rest of these boxes and get everything out onto my table and sorted through, and then I can show you everything and give you a closer look at all the goodies that we got. Alright, so let's go take a look. Okay, so my kid already decorated his computer, so he's really excited. We also have this one as well. So we also have these 3 activities. They are by Lakeshore, and they come with everything that you need in order to do these different science projects. So also that's going to be a lot of fun. And then as another hand-me-down, we got this block set, House Building Center. It's by Lakeshore, and my kids are really enjoying that. There's no more pieces in this box because they are building things with it. So that was fun. And then we have, I think, the entire Key to Curriculum series. So it has measurement, percents, decimals, fractions, geometry, and algebra. We have this Archaeological Dig. It's for our Ancient Egypt unit. And we have 2 of these. It's also another excavation kit. So one for my 4th grader and one for my 8th grader. We have two of these. This is an art tile that you can paint. I'll show you what it looks like really quickly. It's maybe hard to tell on camera, but there is a design on here, and it comes with paints and so it comes with paints and everything that you'll need in order to paint on this top. We also got two of these are amazing mummies, and so I think you build the mummy and you wrap it in, then you decorate the sarcophagus. And so we also got two of these, one for my 4th grader and one for my 8th grader. Okay, here are some of the other kits that we got. This is to make your own papyrus, and again I got two of these, one for each of my kids. This one comes with 6 pieces and it's to paint on papyrus. And then this is another papyrus activity kit. It's hard to tell what's going to work when you're looking at these things online, so I'll be able to compare both of these kits and let you know which one works out well. And then we got two of these. This is Dig, Discover, and Display, and we did something similar to this during our Ancient Roman unit, and so we're going to try it again with our Ancient Egypt unit. And again, two of those, one for each of my kids. Then we got some other material for our Ancient Egypt unit. This will be a book that I read aloud to the kids. This is another activity set. This is for hieroglyphs, and these are stamps that you can use and stamp it on paper or something else, and that's kind of neat. I like activities like that. DK Eyewitness book and hieroglyph symbols. You Wouldn't Want to Be a Pyramid Builder. This is a fun series of books, nice illustrations. You Wouldn't Want to Be Cleopatra, same publisher, that's by Scholastic, sorry. And then You Wouldn't Want to Be an Egyptian Mummy. So these are fun for my 4th grader to read by himself or aloud to his younger sister. These are nice. And then Who Was King Tut? We read Who Was Marco Polo by the same, maybe the same publisher, maybe even the same author, and we really liked it a lot, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. And then The 500-Year-Old Puzzle. This one looks like it's going to be a fun book to go through. Lots of really great illustrations, so looking forward to that one. Okay, the next set of books are also for our Ancient Egyptian unit. This one is a workbook, and this will be nice to have something to give to our teacher at the end of this unit. And this one is Science in Ancient Egypt, and I love being able to add other subject areas into our unit study. And this one is Food and Cooking in Ancient Egypt, and again this will be a nice addition to our unit to do an ancient Egyptian meal. And this is a drawing book. We do a lot of illustrations in our main lesson book along with narrations for the books that we read for any unit, and so this will be nice for the kids to do so that they don't have a difficult time doing some of these drawings. And then these next two books are mazes, and there is some information on each of these pages. This one does not have any information. It's more of a story and then a maze. And these are great books to have, especially for younger students who, like my 4-year-old is going to only be able to sit for so many books. And I'm not asking her to sit for listening to all these stories that we're doing for our unit studies, but she's in there, and it's nice to have some activities for her to do too. But at the same time, my 4th grader and my 8th grader love these books, so who am I kidding? It's for them too. And this one too, they love to do stuff like this. And I've got this same book for a different unit study, and they really enjoy it. Ancient Egyptian Costumes. This is a paper doll book, and we've never done one of these before, so we'll see. I've got boys mostly, so I don't know that they're really going to take an interest in this, but at least looking at the pictures might be interesting for them. Ancient Egypt. This book is a lot of fun to look through, really nicely illustrated, has a lot of little different pullouts and things that the kids will enjoy looking through. So probably not, I probably won't use this as part of our main lesson. I'll use it as something that we can supplement and that the children can look through and just kind of familiarize themselves with ancient Egypt. This book is also similar to it too, with different kinds of pullouts and different tabs and things, so that's fun for them. This one is another really wonderfully illustrated book. I think the kids will really enjoy looking through this, and this can definitely go along with our unit study as part of the main lesson. And then this one is called The Ancient Egyptians, and this is written at a really great level for, say, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th grade. A lot of information, nice illustrations, really easy to read. Okay. All right, so I picked up 2 things for an upcoming unit, science unit that we'll do in the spring. So this is a kit and this is a book. This book is a lot of fun for us to use as a reference material. And then I picked up some Curious George books. We're big fans of the series, and we have a lot of the original books. I think these are ones that have been published more recently, and so they're great for, say, a 1st, 2nd, 3rd grader, maybe even a 4th grader to read, or to read to a younger student, and that's why I got these. And so my 4th grader can read these to my 4-year-old, and they come in different reading levels. I got mostly reading level 1. There's a level 2, and I think it definitely has a level 3 and maybe even other levels, so these are nice to have. Okay, so the last set of material that I have here, this is going to be hard to see. Let me move it aside. This set of material that I have is actually things that my our teacher for our family picked up from our school's resource center. And so when families are done with material that they no longer need, they can return it to the school, and it goes to a big facility, kind of like a library, with all this great material that we can go and pick through. And I gave a wish list to my teacher, and I told her all the different units that we were going to be doing, and she picked up all kinds of great stuff for us. So let me quickly show you all these things. She picked up a game for us. This is, I think, maybe a matching game. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it before. And we love adding games to our curriculum, and so this will be fun to add in. She knew that we were going to do ancient Egypt, so she found us a few books that we could add to our unit study, and that way I didn't have to purchase them with our funding. So that was really great. And this is another nice book that a younger student can read. This is maybe for 5th or 6th grade. This will go great with one of the kits that we have on making mummies. And this one is for ancient India, and this will be for a unit that we will be having next year. Okay, so the next set of books are mostly for, actually there's 2 kinds. There's the nature books and for science, and then there's also some history books as well. So this one is a chapter book that I think would be great for me to read aloud to the kids. It's about animals. This is another book on animals too. This one is on rocks, and we're going to be doing a unit on rocks and minerals and fossils. So this is great to have some books that the kids can read or that I can use as reference material. I really like these books that are easy for, say, a 2nd or a 3rd grader to read. It kind of makes it a little bit easier for me to have something that I'm reading aloud to them that's of maybe for an older student, and then they can have something that's a little bit easier for them to understand. Rocks and minerals. This one's on volcanoes. Plant life and plant life cycles. This one's on oceans. Another one on volcanoes. And then this one is on diamonds. And animal habitats. This is great. This is a book that has a lot of different activities, great for maybe preschool, kindergarten, and first grade level. I don't think my fourth grader and eighth grader will really be interested in some of these projects though. This one I'm really looking forward to. It's called Keeping a Nature Journal, and this is going to be a great resource for putting together a nature journal. So I'm really looking forward to this one. Beautiful, beautiful book. So let's see, we have a few more for our nature study. This is Osborn, The Great Animal Search, and these books are really beautifully illustrated, so I think my kids will really enjoy looking at all the pictures. The kids' nature book, this book is chock full of activities for every single day of the year. This is really going to be a lot of fun. We probably won't do all of them, but it gives us some ideas on some things that we can do. And then this one is called Dinosaur Mummies, and I think this will be also a lot of fun to read. All right, so the next set are mostly American history books and activity books. And so again, this was going to be a unit that I wanted to do this year, but then we went to a few museums that had some ancient Egyptian displays, and we just got a little bit more inspired to do ancient Egypt rather than American history for this year. So we will save all of this for next year, because we decided to do ancient Egypt this year instead. But it was on my plan to do American history. But it's nice to have these ahead of time, because during the summer or during breaks, the kids can always just read some of these and familiarize themselves with some of the activities or some of the lessons that we're going to be doing. So it's nice to have. This book comes in a series. We had it for the Silk Road, and they're really well done. We really like them a lot, and I like how there are some activities that you can do throughout the book. So this one's on the Underground Railroad, slavery in the United States, children of the Wild West. This one is really neat because it has real photographs, and I love looking at the photographs from the past. It's just really neat. The New Americas, Colonial Times, nicely illustrated book. And Travel on the Underground Railroad, Hands-on History, so it's another nice activity book that we could use. Kids Learn America, so this is all about the 50 states, which is really great. And the last one is called Wild West, and this is another really nicely illustrated book that I think that we'll have a lot of fun with. All right, guys, thanks for watching.